Assalamu alaikum. Well, my name is Farmanullah, and today we are going to talk about the English grammar. I'm having in the intention of to continue or to start some lectures on the English grammar, including various perspectives. So I have decided to make it easy, reliable, and understandable for every age. So we will be talking about the English grammar in various aspects. We will be talking about the parts of speech. Apart from the parts of speech, we will be talking about the tenses, then the subject verb agreement, sentences and its kinds, active and passive voice, direct and indirect narration or speech, gerund and infinitives, clauses and phrases. Now, what is grammar? We are now going to talk about the concept of grammar. What is meant by grammar? Now, the term is derived from three different words: old French word, Latin word, and Greek words. These two words are very important for us. These three are very important for us: old French, and then Latin words, and then Greek words. Now, Grammar is derived. It's not grammar. That is grammar. Grammar is derived from a new Latin word, grammat, grammari, or grammatica, or grammaticos. All means written letters or characters or a set of standard rules. Now, definition: the system of rules that indicates how our thoughts can be expressed is called English grammar. It's called generally grammar, not English grammar, because system of rules. This is important. You have to underline and you have to make sure the system of rules. It's a kind of rules that indicates what it indicates. This is the main question. That indicates how our thoughts be expressed, how we can give the expression of our thoughts. That is called grammar. Grammar are the rules, the set of rules, the system of rules which we can speak a language and write correctly. Particular analysis of rule. The analysis of rule of language is called grammar. Other definition is the systematic study of scientific method that provides us guidance and information necessary to learn a language is called grammar. Now, here is a question arises. Some of the students often ask that whether this is related to only English language or any language of the world. So, any language of the world, we can apply it. Now, starting from the alphabet, letters, words, alphabet set of letters, A, B, C, letters. Keep in mind, letters. Symbols. Symbol means we often see danger symbol on medicine, on pesticides or insecticide. Characters, even characters, like in Chinese we do have the characters. That is arranged in a fixed order and is used for writing language or is presenting the basic sound in speech is called alphabet. If someone asks you, this is the proper definition of alphabet. Now, letter. A character that represents one or more of the sounds in speech is called letter. Any of symbol in English alphabet is called letter, like A, B, C, D. Now, what is words? It is the single unit of a language, and it has a meaning that can be written and spoken. Both. Word is spoken and written both. A meaningful sound. Another definition for word is a meaningful sound or combination of sounds that is the unit of language and is made up of letters called word. Now, let's talk about the kinds of words. There are two kinds of words, namely grammatical words, dictionary, absolute, ordinary words. They are those words that aren't self-explanatory, cannot be defined by one word. Grammatical words need explanation. For example, noun, pronoun, adjective clause, and gerund. Now, dictionary, absolute, or ordinary words, they are those words that are self-explanatory and can be defined by one word. Ordinary words do not need much explanation. For example, book, pencil, chair, and table. Now, what is phrase? A group of words that does not have any subject and verb but expresses a particular idea or meaning. Keep this thing in mind that phrase always have meaning. Some of the students are confused with it, and when they define the phrase, so they often say, I have heard, I came across this thing. The student often told in the definition of a phrase that do not have meaning. It does have it does have meaning, but the proper context is not available. And form a part of a sentence is called phrase. In the class, on the table, behind the mosque. So it does have the meaning. Now, a group of words having a subject and a verb that forms a part of a sentence is called clause. What is meant by clause? It has a subject and a predicate of its own. A group of words having a subject and a verb. Subject, it has a subject and it has a predicate including verb, which is called clause. Because Ali is sick, he cannot come today. Because Ali is subject here, and sick is verb, and sick is again the noun. So Ali is sick is a class because Ali has a relationship towards sick, and is the linking verb here. So it shows the Ali status that he is sick and he cannot come today. So he is again, it is a verb, and cannot come. Come is the main verb and the rest of the sentence. So it is a class. Now, what is a sentence? A group of words having a subject and a predicate and gives a complete sense or meaning is called sentence. Very easy. This is a sentence. He cannot come today because it includes he, which is the subject of a sentence, and verb agreement cannot come today. So it become a full sentence. Why? Because it has a subject and a predicate, a complete thought. That is why it is called sentence. But the phrase do not have a complete thought. Keep this thing in mind. Sentences written in English begin with a capital letter and usually end with a full stop or question mark. Yes, Ali is from Afghanistan, so Ali is from Saudi Arabia. Ali is from UK, make it easy. Yes, UK. So Ali is from UK, Ali is from Pakistan, Ali is from China. You can say, this type of sentence. So what is definition? The definition of a subject. What is subject? The person or thing we are talking about is called subject. We can also say agent. We can mention the agent. Now here let's talk about the subject in detail. We would have a very good experience of defining the subject, and it is mandatory for the students to know about it. A part of a sentence which talks about the subject is called predicate. We have predicate, and the subject, the definition of the subject, we can also say another name is the agent. A-G-E-N-T, agent. Agent is also subject is also called agent. Agent. We can also call agent because we are expecting something from agent. It is responsible for something. So subject is also called agent. Now, a part of a sentence which talks about the subject is called predicate. A part of a sentence which talks about the subject is called predicate. Here, Ali is from Afghanistan or UK. Make it a bit short so that we can easily have access to it. Yes, Ali is from UK. Now this is a complete sentence, and let me show you the subject and the predicate. Now here Ali is the subject and is from UK. It is the predicate. I hope you got it because it share more information towards the subject. Very simple. Technically, we can see, more information. We don't know who is Ali, but from this context is from UK, we got the idea that yes, it is predicate and it talks about Ali. So note, predicate, verb plus object or complement. Object, what is meant by object? A noun or pronoun representing the person or thing that something is done to it is called object. Object receives the action. We build the house. So we build what? The house. So the house is the object in the sentence. What is complement? A word or a phrase that follows a verb, like complement is used for the verb. Describe the subject of a verb and complete the meaning of a sentence is called complement. John is called and John become chairman. So called and chairman are complement because it refers to the same John. Every object is complement. Every complement is not object. Keep this thing in mind also. It's very interesting and most important information here. So every object is often noun or pronoun is complement. Yes, it is complement towards verb. But every complement isn't the object. It doesn't necessary that every complement is object. Every complement may adjective and adverb also, which cannot be the object. It cannot receive the action. So this was, the discussion on behalf of the all those words, and this was all about the discussion of part one. The whole discussion, we can say this is part one, and inshallah we are moving to part two in the next lecture. We will be talking about the part two in the next lecture. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye bye.